Art Digest video. Today I'm going to be talking about what it means to find your created value, not only as just an artist, but I think as a human being, it's something that we all struggle with, and it, it's one of those things that you really have to know yourself to know your created value, and you are made special, whether you think, whether you think you're special or not, and that's one thing that I think a lot of people will try to discourage you from as you get older, as you grow up, as you get successful in whatever field that you're trying to be successful in, is that they don't want you to succeed. And, you have the trolls that'll come and try to tear you down all the time, but ultimately those things are so small that they don't matter. You just have to understand you're an individual that deserves to be respected. You're an individual that deserves to be shown love from everyone. So understanding your created value is just knowing what you're good at and knowing what your strengths are. If you're a person that maybe is a little more reserved but you're really organized, just keep succeeding in being organized. If you're a person that really loves to connect with people but maybe you struggle with procrastination or something, work on just making little notes throughout the day of what you need to get done, and setting a goal that you're going to get those things done in a timely manner. And then when you achieve those goals, celebrate it for yourself. Understand that for you is an achievement. So it's just understanding what you bring to the table as far as just being a human being. So yeah, and that's kind of something I've been working on lately with myself. And as far as art goes, I understand where I am as an artist. I'm not an amazing, I'm not like the Jim Lees or the Todd Knox and the Brett Booths of comics right now. I'm very 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 early on in my art career, so understanding my created value has been a process of not only just understanding what kind of art I want to bring, but understanding what kind of storytelling I want to bring to the scripts that I may get or the commissions that I might get. And it's been really interesting. I've found myself not really caring as much what um, other people may perceive my ability to be, but it's more of, if I know that I've done the best job of creating a story that I can, then the rest essentially is out of my control, and it doesn't matter. And that's just me artistically. So I mean, if you're watching this video and maybe you're wanting a different example. Let's say you're an athlete and you're having a little bit of a struggle in where your position is at on your sports team. You feel like maybe you should be getting more playing time. Maybe you should be getting more reps at practice. So the thing that you got to keep in mind is, you have to understand where everyone's coming from in that situation. So it's maybe creating dialogue with your coaches and even asking close teammates that you have to you, like, hey, like, what are you seeing from me that might be um, hurting the team, or what do you think is something that would help you if I'm, on the field or on the court with you? And you'd be surprised at how open people are to giving you that information if you go seek it. And yeah, it's just a process of understanding where you are in every aspect of your life. And I guess another example could be, let's say you're a student who's struggling, and let's say you're struggling writing papers, and you just can't figure out the formula. You've talked to your professors or your teachers, and they're not really helping you. So an avenue might just be to talk to other students, and see if it's similar to the sports example I gave you, and see what they're good at, and then see how you can adapt what you bring to the table in that aspect. So if you're a writer that's really good at understanding the outline of what you want to do, but you can't articulate it well, maybe you can get some help from a student that has really good vocabulary or really good structure to their papers or something. And those are just like random examples, but ultimately the point is just understanding what you bring to every aspect of your life and understanding what you as an individual can contribute. And it's all about just there's going to be so many people in this life whenever you start to get successful at anything, literally anything. If you start getting success, let's say you love to let's say you love to make crafts, you love to knit or something. As soon as you start saying like, oh, I'd love to knit you like a blanket or something, there's going to be someone somewhere that's like, oh, that's stupid. Oh, you should stop doing this. Oh, you should just give up. And to those people, you have to respond with gratitude. And it's weird to say, and it's easier said than done, and it's also weird to say. But the ultimate reason is there's something that they get out of tearing down what you're doing that is a success for them and it's a win for them in their life. So you have to understand where that person's at, and then understand that maybe they just need to be shown that not incorrect. What's the word I'm looking for? Maybe that's not a good avenue of seeking something that they need. So you kind of can just be that example of whenever someone's coming into your life trying to troll you, trying to upset you, to just not let it shake you. And I know it is way easier said than done. Especially if maybe you're a younger viewer watching this video, or maybe you're at a different point in your life and you're a little bit older and you're kind of getting set in your ways and you're really starting to figure out how you operate. But ultimately, it just comes down to what you want and what you want to be successful at. A good aspect of understanding your creative value, I think, is also goal setting. And I, as an example, like when I was in high school, I was an athlete. I played men's volleyball, so I knew that the only way that I was going to be able to go to get my secondary education and start my undergrad was through an athletic scholarship. So I made this vision board, and I got to flex, some artistic muscles, but also some more analytical muscles in setting myself realistic and attainable goals for myself that I thought could happen. So I made this vision board, and it had like a picture of a college volleyball player on it, and then that was my goal. That was one of my goals. I wanted to play college volleyball, and didn't matter really where. The ideal goal was California, and I actually did that. And making that vision board, and then I hung it up in my room. I saw it every single day in high school, and you see it, you want it, you can attain it. It's just right there. So I would encourage you guys to do something like that. And I had another thing on my vision board was I drew a picture of the Earth, and then I drew like a line going around it. And one of my goals was I wanted to travel. I wanted to explore the world. So I did that, and I was able to go see a lot of parts of California. I was able to see a lot of parts of the Midwest when I came back home and played for Missouri Valley. I got to go to Mexico for my parents' wedding, and it was an amazing experience. So I still want to travel more, of course, but ultimately, when you look at the things on my vision board that I've done, that was more of a attainable goal, and it's not a personal goal. So like I had two or three of those kinds of things, and then I had some personal goals. I wanted to be a better friend in my senior year than I had been in previous years. Not saying that I was just like a terrible, like I would like ditch people or anything, but I wanted to really leave my mark when I was a senior in high school, and have people think of me in a good light, in a good way. So making a vision board will really help you understand your creative value, and yeah, help you be successful. I wanted to thank you guys again for coming by and kind of chilling out here on these videos. And if you like these videos, give it a share, give it a like, leave me a comment on something that maybe you're struggling with, and we can do another video, and I'll just read your guys' comments. If you're comfortable, I'll leave names out or something, and we can just have a dialogue about it. I want to create an engagement. I want to create a safe and positive environment for people to kind of get their issues out, because I know it doesn't really exist sometimes in this world. So yeah, if there's anything else you know, commission wise, or if there's something specific you guys would like to have me sketch in these videos. Most of the time I'm just kind of winging it, like I did, you know, Spider-Man here, and I was doing some abdominal structure anatomy. So if there's, you know, if you guys really want to see me do a bunch of sketches of like, you know, Rick and Morty or something, you know, just let me know. Happy to do it. Thanks for stopping by again for Art Digest, and have a great day, everybody.